Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late March, early April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. I'm sure you are. Let's shuffle it up here. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got for Taurus, please? And thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get this first card out here. Let's get it popping for Taurus, please, nice and quick. Yeah, there it is. So I've been seeing this with a lot of the earth signs. There's this connection to the past that continues to show up. There's a big connection to communication and how one speaks or presents themselves as well. There's a lot of energy here in this first card. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. We see this beautiful lady in that purple dress. It looks as if she is looking behind her. She has this letter in hand. There's also birds. There's a lot of symbolism here. And when I see this card, I think of thinking back on the past, whether it's the past coming back around or reminiscing, thinking about the good times, thinking about the bad times, thinking about how you would do something differently. These are things that could pop up in the coming days and weeks, but the importance of communication. Now, I will say this, I believe it was the Capricorn reading for this week. This card comes as like a pair with another card in the deck, and Capricorn got the other one this week. So it's interesting how there is a link to the past. Specifically, if you're linked to Capricorn, you might want to circle back on that reading as well. But when I see this card, it does just link that. The importance of talking and communication, you could have a big one coming. Or, yeah, that link to the past. Let's get into tarot. I don't want to really dilly-dally with that too much. I always say it doesn't make or break the reading of that first card. It's just a footnote. But let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff flowing. Let's shuffle it up one time. See what we got for Taurus, please, my guides. So, last week's reading, my friends, very simple title. It was titled, They Are Mad. Someone being upset. It was all over that reading last week. Hopefully it wasn't you. Hopefully you haven't been upset. But it was like splattered throughout the whole reading last week that someone was in their feelings a little bit. So if that has happened, if that was true, hopefully it hasn't been too intense on you. But as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take these readings how they hit for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Let's get your first 3 cards out here, though. You know all that if you watch tarot readings, right? Let's get you 3. Beautiful, starting nice, starting sturdy and firm. We have the 9 of Pentacles in position number 1. I like that. Now, it's not a movement-based card, but it is like extremely sturdy and abundant. Okay, Earth energy is always good to start with an Earth reading. Let's get you 2 more. Very independent as well. Like I could do this on my own type of energy. Okay, Knight of Cups, another interesting repeat character I've been seeing in the Earth signs in particular. Little lovey-dovey type of energy there, my friends. Let's get you 1 more. Let's see what we got for Taurus, please. Thank you. Queen of Swords, lots of people here, Taurus. Okay, you might be very popular this week. Might be a lot of people hitting up your phone for different reasons. But we're going to have to talk about all this because we got so much court card energy, an interesting elemental mix. Put that Queen of Swords there because she could be a little bit of a curveball in this spread. But let's go through real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the intuitive messages going. At first glance, the elemental mix is pretty even. We have earth, we have water, we have air. So these are all different areas of life, like possible work, monetary, emotional, thought-based. So we could be looking at separate situations here, different people. But position number 1, we have that 9 of Pentacles. Like I said, it's a very firm, abundant, sturdy type of energy. Beautiful. So for a lot of you, this could be that big money focus, business focus. I'm getting those pentacles. That is where my mind is at. So this could be very good for manifestation as well, like something beautiful coming in. So the clarifier for this could be extremely important, specifically since it's next to a card like the Knight of Cups, which is water. They kind of feed off of each other. It's beautiful. This is independent, so this could represent somebody feeling like they can or will do something on their own. So maybe some of you have an independent streak, whether that is in regards to business or romance or whatever it might be. There's this lone wolf style type of energy. Moving over though, we'll circle back on all this. We have the Knight of Cups. Lovey-dovey type of energy. It could be a water sign you are connected to when we have the Knight of Cups. It does speak about action, forward movement, forward progress. When we look at cups, we're looking at emotions, energies, and feelings. So this could be very deep when we clarify it, depending. Now, since it is a Prince Charming type of vibe, it could be romance, romantic connections, romantic situations, or just how one might be feeling when we see this. It's artistic and creative. So thus far, we're looking okay, but it could be a person in your life, especially if it's a smooth talker, right? Like someone that's really good with their words. But let's just put him right there and keep moving forward, because this is where we catch a little bit of a switch here, because I feel like these two energies might be feeding off of each other, but we get to this Queen of Swords on the back end, stern. Okay, so completely different than what I'm feeling. This could be an air sign you're connected to, so think Libra, Gemini, Aquarius possibly. She can represent older feminine figures as well. And when I see this Queen of Swords, it's a very no-nonsense individual. I mean, this could even be an energy you're carrying or you're stepping into right now, where you're just not playing any games, no nonsense, no BS, straightforward, straight to the point. It's just honest and could be shrewd as well, like very strategic type of energy. So we really want to see what else this could be. Now, as I always say, every single card has a positive and a darker side. The darker side of this Queen of Swords is she can be a bit cold, right? And cutting people and things off. It's a serious, stern type of energy. So she could sometimes represent serious situations. So her clarifier could be extra important here. And once again, I feel like there's so many people, all right? So whether it's things you're dealing with, there's a lot of people involved, or you're dealing with a lot of different situations. It feels like a lot to me, but let's dive deeper on all of it, Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my Taurus collective, please. My guide spirit team. What do we got for Taurus here? Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Nine of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. All right, Nine of Pentacles, which can be very good. I'm not feeling anything too treacherous as of yet. But why is this Nine of Pentacles here? Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay, yeah, this could be somebody that has like a really rough history with their family, or somebody that feels disconnected from their family, but like disconnected, but they feel like they don't need them, but they might want them around. Like, this is a very intriguing energy. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse underneath this Nine of Pentacles. So once again, that's not the only message I'm picking up there, but there could be someone in your sphere that has a dicey history with their family. Now, another thing I'm picking up is like close but no cigar, or like almost ideal but missing one thing. So some of you might have something go your way, or a positive could come in for you, a win or a victory, and it's almost everything you want, almost everything you need. You might just be missing that one puzzle piece. That's like a vibe I'm picking up here. Like everything seems good, everything feels good, but I'm missing that one puzzle piece. That's a vibe I'm picking up with this Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, that happy ending wish fulfillment. So it's almost everything, but there's just something missing here. We're going to keep moving. Okay, lots of stuff, lots of energy. We'll talk about it more when we go through the recap, but those were the main two I was picking up. Let's keep moving. So why is this Knight of Cups smooth talker here? Once again, notice water is surrounding this earth energy. So still good energy. I'm not saying that's bad in the front, but thank you. Five of Swords. Now this could be a little rough. All right, we have the Five of Swords in the upright underneath this Knight of Cups. And once again, this could be an emotional or a romantic attachment that has gone south. Showing up here with this Five of Swords, this is conflict-based, and this is anger, just like we saw last week. When I see this, it's extremely competitive. So there might be somebody that feels like attaining you is an achievement of some sort, like you might be a piece of property or like a mount or a trophy. Like this is giving me very interesting vibes here, Taurus. Like I'm getting the conqueror type of energy. Like, yeah, let's mark another one off the list and then add another one to the list. So take from that what you will. But this Five of Swords in the upright is super competitive, and it could be conflicted feelings as well. Aside from all those other messages I was talking about, underneath this Knight of Cups, if it's not a romantic connection that has gone south, this could just be conflicted feelings. Like, I feel good, then I feel bad. Or there's a lot of emotional back and forth here. Okay, so conflicted feelings, conflicted emotion. But yeah, I would say there's a little tinge of bitterness. We'll see when we get to the Queen of Swords, but there's a tinge of bitterness here too. Let's go in on that Queen. Lots of nuanced energies coming through this week. So why is that Queen of Swords here? Then we'll do our recap before we get in the shadow card. Because that anger I was seeing last week, it could still be here, right? Like someone being upset, angry about something. Okay, yeah, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Bitter, right? Because that is one of the cards that could represent Taurus. There is somebody that might be looking at you in an unfair way, an unfair light. Like they might not be seeing the true you or the real you, or they might be making you out to be something you're not. That's another vibe I'm watching here. Watch out for anyone that might be like gossiping or throwing dirt on a name. Take from that what you will. But the Hierophant in reverse can also represent action and change and volatility. So once again, when I see it underneath like a Queen of Swords, like this is somebody saying, no, I'm going to shake it up. I am going to change this one way or another. Like there is bound to be a massive change or a huge change coming in, and I'm going to make it happen. Whether it's a change in me, how I see things. Like there is somebody like determined, like I will change this up. I will switch this up. Switch the status quo. All right. So aside from that, like somebody possibly being bitter, throwing dirt on a name. Okay, this could represent a person that you need to watch out for, especially with these back-end energies here. But we have a mixed bag this week, Taurus. Let's go through. I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. And remember, if this reading doesn't hit, it's all good. Please check your other alignments. But we got a lot happening here. Position number one, if you kindly look in the box. We have the Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. The couple of messages it was making me feel could be issues between family or with family. This could be someone that, you know, feels like they don't need them. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need them, but they might secretly want them around for whatever reason. Another vibe I was picking up was close but no cigar, or somebody who feels very comfortable. They like how their life is. They like their current situations, but there's that one missing puzzle piece. Like, that would make it feel complete, truly complete. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Cups with the Five of Swords. This is where it starts getting a little bit dicey to me. Now, this could easily be somebody with conflicted emotions, just like last week's reading, which was titled They Are Mad. This could be somebody who is upset. This could be somebody with feelings of bitterness. So when we see these two things on the back end, you just need to watch out. Like with the circle around you, there might be a specific person that you need to watch out for. Moving to the very back end, we have the Queen of Swords with the Hierophant in reverse. Somebody might be looking at you unfairly, throwing dirt on the name. Watch out for things like that. Or they might be misunderstanding like why you did something. Like you might be a misunderstood type of person. But also, this was giving me big vibes of somebody who's determined to change something. Like there will be big changes. There will be massive changes, whether within themselves or current situations around them with this Hierophant in reverse. Like no more Mr. Nice Guy or gal type of energy. So please do with that what you will, Taurus. I'm going to get you one shadow card. You could look into this further if you'd want. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. That's a lot, right? There's a lot of energies, lots of things here. Let's see what's going on for you, my friends. And yeah, I always like to pull the shadow card at the end of a spread. It's a nice little introspective piece. So let's see what we have in the shadows for you. Thank you. Five of Swords showing up again. So this card, this one I was warning about, is showing up once again within the shadows. So the Five of Swords, let's talk about this. This could represent narcissistic individuals. So you might have somebody that you have been linked to that is narcissistic in their ways, very full of themselves, or extremely selfish. So in this time, please beware of conflict, beware of butting heads with people. That's a big thing when this shows up as a shadow card. But This could be a person that thinks they can't do anything wrong, or they can do no wrong, or will never admit to doing any wrong as well. So watch out. If that fits the bill with what we were talking about in the reading itself and now in the shadows, Spirit is clearly speaking to you about something. But the Five of Swords, competitive in nature, yes, but it can be harsh. So just watch out for the headbutts. Watch out for other individuals that may step on others to get where they want. But once again, just like we saw in the main part of the reading, the Five of Swords could be somebody who is like either mentally or emotionally conflicted about something. Hot and cold, back and forth. So please, Taurus, do with that what you will, my friends. Interesting reading this week. A little bit of good, a little bit of challenge. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air sign readings. But for March, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is a new deck and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments out of this week's reading, which card spoke to you the most. At the end of the month, the winners will be in the community tab once again. My friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.